Of course. Here is the complete script, crafted according to all your instructions. The video opens with a slow, cinematic shot of rain trickling down a window pane. The focus is soft, the mood is melancholic but beautiful. The audio is just the gentle sound of rain, maybe a distant, single piano note. Have you ever considered the architecture of a prison? Not one of steel bars and concrete walls, but one built from something far more resilient. One built from thought, from memory, from a feeling you've carried for so long it has become a part of your own name. The most effective prisons are not the ones that keep you locked in. They are the ones that convince you there is no outside. The walls are invisible, the locks are forged from your own certainties, and the sentence is indefinite, handed down by a judge who looks exactly like you. In this place, the familiar ache of sadness isn't just a feeling, it's the furniture. It's the air you breathe. It's the only song you remember the words to. And in the quiet solitude of that cell, the warden and the prisoner are one and the same. But what if I told you that the door was never locked? That the key has been in your hand this entire time, worn so smooth by your touch that you've mistaken it for a part of your own skin? We are here to talk about those invisible prisons and the quiet, terrifying, beautiful act of stepping outside. If you are someone who is ready to explore the architecture of your own heart, to find the blueprints for freedom, and to join a community of people learning to walk in the sun again, then take a moment to subscribe to this channel. We are building something here, together, and we want you to be a part of it. Now, before we begin, I want you to check in with yourself. Be honest. When that heavy wave of sadness begins to wash over you, what is your immediate, gut-level instinct? Is it A, to turn inward, to isolate yourself and analyze the feeling until it consumes you, or is it B, to reach outward, to find a distraction, to numb it with noise or activity? There is no right or wrong answer. Just your truth. Let me know in the comments below, A or B. Your answer is the first step on the map we're about to draw. The music subtly shifts, becoming a little more hopeful, though still gentle. The visuals might change to something more open, like a misty morning field. Section 1, Acknowledging Sadness. I see you. Right now. I see the weight you're carrying. It's a heaviness that settles not just in your mind, but in your bones, in the slump of your shoulders, in the way you hold your breath without realizing it. And the world, in its relentless, noisy optimism, keeps shouting solutions at you. Just be happy. Think positive. It's not that bad. But those words bounce off the invisible walls of your prison, don't they? They don't understand the strange gravity of this place. So let's start with a different question. Not, why are you sad? That question is an accusation. It demands a justification for your pain. Let's ask something more gentle, more true. Why have you chosen to stay here, in the quiet, dim light of this sorrow? Because it is, in some ways, a choice. A choice we often make unconsciously. We choose to dwell in this feeling, to wrap ourselves in it like a heavy, worn-out blanket. It's crushing, yes. But it's also familiar. Predictable. In a world of terrifying uncertainty, sadness can become a strange and steady companion. It makes no sudden moves. It asks nothing of you but your presence. It never leaves. There's a strange comfort in that, isn't there? A comfort in the consistency of the ache. To even consider letting it go feels like a betrayal of what you've been through. It feels like stepping out of a dark room into a blindingly bright sun. Your eyes are not yet adjusted, and the darkness feels safer. We create an entire economy around our sorrow. We invest our thoughts, our energy, our identity into maintaining it. We tell ourselves stories. I am a sad person. This is just who I am. Happiness is for other people. We build a narrative where this sadness is the protagonist, the central force of our existence. And to abandon that narrative, what would be left? The terrifying emptiness of a blank page. So the first, most courageous step is not to fight the sadness. It is simply to acknowledge the architecture. To walk the perimeter of your cell and see it for what it is. To touch the walls and realize they are not made of stone, but of thought. To test the lock and realize it is not made of steel, but of habit. You are not your sadness. You are the one experiencing it. You are the sky, and the sadness is a cloud passing through. But you have been staring at the cloud for so long, you have forgotten you are the vast, limitless sky. Why are you choosing to fixate on this one cloud, when the whole of your being is so much larger, so much more expansive? Life is offering you so much more than this one, persistent weather pattern. It's offering you the sun, the stars, the moon, the wind. It's offering you the whole sky. Section 2. Finding external comfort and hope. The nature of this prison is that it forces your gaze inward, until your entire universe shrinks to the size of your own heart, your own pain. The cure, then, begins with a simple, deliberate act of rebellion, looking up, and looking out. I want you to try something. Right now, if you can. Look up. If you're indoors, look at the ceiling. Notice its texture, the way the light hits it. If you're near a window, look at the sky. Don't just glance. Really see it. Is it a brilliant, defiant blue? Is it a soft, forgiving gray, filled with the promise of rain? Is it ablaze with the impossible colors of a sunset? That sky has been there all day. It exists with a profound and beautiful indifference to your suffering. It does not judge your sadness. It does not demand your happiness. It simply is. And in its vastness, it offers a silent invitation to remember that your personal world, as all-consuming as it feels, is part of something infinitely larger. Your pain is real, but it is not the only reality. Anchoring your awareness to something so immense, so constant, is a way of borrowing its strength. It's a reminder that the universe continues its grand, unhurried dance, and you are a part of it. Now, bring your gaze a little closer. Look around you. The voice of sadness is a master of illusion. It's a ventriloquist, whispering in your ear, you are alone. No one understands. No one is here. But is that really true? Look closer. There is a person, right now, who is thinking of you. Maybe it's a friend who saw a meme that reminded them of your shared sense of humor. Maybe it's a family member whose heart aches with a silent, helpless love for you. Maybe it's the barista who knows your order by heart and offers a small, genuine smile that is a tiny beacon of human connection in a busy world. These are your people. They may not have the perfect words. They may not know the depth of your despair. But their presence forms a quiet, invisible net of support beneath you. You have been so focused on the fall that you haven't noticed the net is there. It is woven from small gestures, from shared histories, from unspoken affection. Your sadness tells you that you are an island, but you are not. You are a part of a vast and interconnected continent of souls. Let their presence be a mirror, reflecting a version of you that you may have forgotten exists, a person who is loved, who is valued, who is seen. And now, the hardest part. I want you to smile. No, not a big, fake, performative grin. That's just another mask. I mean something smaller. A gentle lift at the corners of your mouth. It will feel absurd. It will feel like a lie. Do it anyway. This isn't about toxic positivity. This is about biology. The simple physical act of engaging the muscles used for smiling sends a signal back to your brain. It's a gentle neurological nudge that says, something might be okay. It's a crack of light under the prison door. You are not trying to pretend the darkness isn't there. You are simply reminding your body that light still exists. Wipe the tears from your eyes, not because you should be ashamed of them, but because you deserve to see the world clearly. Each tear you've cried has been a prayer, a release. Now, let your vision clear. Believe in tomorrow. Not as a magical destination where all problems vanish, but simply as a new space. A new 24 hours. A fresh container for possibility. You don't have to believe tomorrow will be perfect. You only have to believe that it will be different. And in that difference lies the seed of all hope. Section 3. The power of action and future promise. For a long time, you have been a passive observer of your own life. You've been sitting on the shore, watching the waves of sadness crash over you, again and again. But there comes a point where observation is not enough. Hope is not a passive state, it is an active verb. It requires motion. The source text I was inspired by mentions two of the most powerful forms of motion, singing and laughing. Let's start with singing. You don't have to be a professional. You don't even have to sing words. Just hum. Feel the vibration in your chest, in your throat. Sadness is a state of low, stagnant energy. It's heavy, dense, and quiet. Vibration is its natural enemy. When you create a sound, you are physically moving energy through your body. You are literally shaking up the stagnation. You are reminding your cells, on a primal level, that you are a living, breathing, vibrating being. Sing a song from your childhood. Sing a song that makes you feel powerful. Sing a nonsense tune. The act itself is the medicine. You are taking the very breath that you use to sigh, and you are turning it into music. It is a profound act of alchemy. And then, there is laughter. Laughter feels impossible in the depths of sorrow. It feels like a foreign language. But it is your native tongue. You were born with it. Laughter is a physiological event. It's an involuntary convulsion of the diaphragm, a release of endorphins, a rush of oxygen to the brain. It is the body's emergency reset button. You don't have to wait for something to be funny. Seek it out. Watch that stupid comedy you've seen 100 times. Call that one friend who can make you laugh no matter what. Look up videos of cats falling off furniture. Give your body a reason to remember this forgotten reflex. The first laugh might feel hollow, forced. But the second will be a little more real. And the third might just bring tears to your eyes, not of sadness, but of relief. The relief of remembering that joy is still a part of your vocabulary. These actions, singing, laughing, even just smiling, do more than just affect you. They send a ripple out into the world. You see, your joy is not a selfish indulgence. It is a gift to those around you. When you smile, you give others permission to smile. When you laugh, you remind them of the sound of joy. Your happiness matters, not just for your own sake, but because your light is meant to be shared. The world is a little bit brighter simply because you are in it, and it becomes brighter still when you allow your own joy to shine. And in this process of rediscovering your own light, something remarkable happens. You begin to prepare a space. A space for a future you couldn't imagine from inside the cell. The song speaks of a promise, that one day, someone will come. Someone to walk the road with you, to sing the song with you. This is not about waiting for a savior to rescue you. You are your own rescuer. This is about becoming the person who is ready for a true partner. By learning to create your own joy, by learning to love your own company, you become a beacon for the kind of person who will not be a crutch, but a companion. Someone who is drawn not to your brokenness, but to your wholeness. This future isn't just about a romantic partner. It could be a profound friendship, a mentor, a community. It is the promise of connection. The promise that your journey does not have to be a solo one forever. But it starts with you. You must first learn to sing your own song, alone in the room, before you can harmonize with another. You must first learn to walk your own path, steadily and with courage, before you can truly walk beside someone else. So take these actions not just for the you of today, but as a loving preparation for the you of tomorrow, and for the people who are waiting to meet her. Section 4. A moment of realization. There's a moment in every great story of escape. It's not the dramatic climbing of the wall or the digging of the tunnel. It's a much quieter moment. It's the moment the prisoner looks at the lock on their door, a lock they've stared at for years, and suddenly sees it for what it truly is. It's the moment they realize the key has been in their pocket the whole time. And for you, that moment might sound like a quiet, internal whisper. A gentle, "Oh. Oh. I see now." In that moment, the entire narrative shatters. All the stories you've told yourself about why you must remain sad, why this is your fate, they dissolve like smoke. You realize, with a clarity that is both shocking and liberating, that you have been your own captor. You bought the rope, and you tied the knots. You weren't thrown into this prison. You walked in, and you closed the door behind you. Why? Why would any of us do this? Not out of malice. Not out of weakness. We do it out of a misguided sense of self-preservation. We hold on to the pain because we think it's the only thing that's real. We're afraid that if we let go of our suffering, we will have nothing left to hold on to. We mistake the chains for a safety harness. But in this moment of realization, you see the truth. You look past your own self-imposed confinement and you see the faces of the people we talked about earlier. You see the love that has been waiting patiently outside your door. You see the concern in your mother's eyes, the unwavering loyalty in your best friend's texts, the simple kindness of a stranger. And you understand, you are needed. This isn't a burden. It's a purpose. Your laughter is needed at the dinner table. Your advice is needed on the other end of a phone call. Your unique, irreplaceable presence is a necessary part of someone else's world. To remain in your prison is not just to deprive yourself of life, it's to deprive the world of you. This realization isn't about guilt. It's about responsibility, in the most empowering sense of the word. It's the ability to respond. You suddenly see that you have a choice. You can continue to trace the cracks in the walls of your cell, or you can stand up, turn the key you've always held, and walk out. The sky is still blue. The people are still there. The world has been waiting for you this whole time. The only thing that has changed is your awareness. You now understand that the sadness was a visitor that overstayed its welcome, a guest you allowed to redecorate the entire house. And now, with gentle, firm compassion, you can thank it for the lessons it taught you about your own strength, and you can show it the door. It's time for you to be the master of your own home again. Section 5, Reaffirming Hope and Embracing the Future. So, you are standing at the threshold. The prison door is open. The light is bright. It's a moment of immense possibility, and it can also be terrifying. The habits of a lifetime pull you back toward the familiar darkness. The voice of fear whispers, "What if you fail? What if you get hurt again?" This is the final, crucial stage. This is where you reaffirm your choice. Not just once, but every single day. Living joyfully is not a destination you arrive at. It is a direction you choose to walk in, step by single step. It is an active, conscious, and sometimes difficult decision. It is the decision to look up at the sky, even when your heart wants to look at the ground. It is the decision to smile at a stranger, even when you feel like crying. It is the decision to sing, even when your voice is trembling. You must reaffirm the truth you have just learned: life is vast and filled with wonders you have not yet seen. There are books you haven't read, songs you haven't heard, people you haven't met, and versions of yourself you haven't yet become. To stay in sadness is to say no to all of that potential. To choose joy is to say a resounding yes to the beautiful, unpredictable mystery of it all. Embrace the future. Not as a concept, but as a tangible reality that begins with your very next breath. Tomorrow will come. That is a certainty. It will arrive with the rising of the sun, a silent, cosmic promise kept for billions of years. Tomorrow will dawn, neutral and full of potential. It holds no grudges from yesterday. It carries no preconceived notions about who you are. It is a clean slate. A fresh page. The great work of your life is to learn to believe in that promise. To trust that the sun will rise, not just in the sky, but within you. To believe that new beginnings are not just for fairy tales, but are the fundamental nature of reality. Every moment is a chance to begin again. The person you were yesterday does not have to define the person you are today. The pain you felt an hour ago does not have to dictate the peace you can feel right now. So, live. Live with intention. Live with courage. Choose the song. Choose the laughter. Choose to see the love that surrounds you. Choose to believe that you are worthy of the incredible gift of this one, precious life. The sun will rise tomorrow. It has no